Hey, Pastor Julian here with Central's Devotion for today. Thanksgiving is upon us. And so let's turn our hearts to gratitude and thinking about what we are thankful for. Our passage today comes from 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verses 16 to 18. This is what it says. Rejoice always. Pray without ceasing. Give thanks in all circumstances, for this is the will of God in Christ Jesus for you. Tell you what, of any Thanksgiving, this particular passage is appropriate. Rejoice always. Okay? That has been a real challenge for many of us, to rejoice always. But we must remember to rejoice always. When should we rejoice? Always. Not easy to do. It's difficult to do because some circumstances don't call for joy or rejoicing. But rejoice always, knowing that Jesus is still on the throne, and He always will be. And if you know Jesus, if He is in your life and you've given your life to Him and you're living your life for Him, you know that there are greater things ahead. So even in the darkest hour, you can always rejoice. And to pray without ceasing, that you will always persist and persevere in your prayers, whether that's engaging in dialogue with God all throughout the day, including Him in everything that you do. That His presence is among you, you're acknowledging Him, or persistently carving out time each day to pray and spend alone time with Him and to pray with others together and to go to God in prayer and petition. So praying without ceasing, persevering in your connection and your communication with God, and giving thanks in all circumstances. For this is the will of God in Christ Jesus for you. This Thanksgiving, we need this little bit of a push to give thanks in all circumstances, because 2020 has been particularly cruel to many of us. It's hard to think about 2020 and what you want to rejoice about. Many of us, Thanksgiving is going to look very different this year. You're not going to have all the family members and friends that you normally would. There are precautions that are going to be taken. There are more people who are sick or in the hospital or in quarantine that can't be together on Thanksgiving. Yet, like I said, Christ is still on the throne. And you know that there are greater things ahead. And you know that God reigns. And He always will reign. Whether or not your candidate got elected in November, or you're still waiting for the results of that election, God is still on the throne and He still rules. Allow Him to rule over your life, rule over your Thanksgiving, and give joy and thanksgiving for all that He has given you. Just even the humble gathering that you might have this year for Thanksgiving, and the people who you might not have there at the table with you, who are away or quarantining or might have passed this year. Just remember to continue to give thanks to God, for He's good and He is the author of life and all good things. So try and sift through all the garbage of this year and find the blessings that are there and truly thank God for them, but also thank Him for the garbage that you're sifting through. Have a happy Thanksgiving. God bless you.